Good evening. I had a thought yesterday that I really wanted to talk about, and I didn't have time because I was going to a dinosaur museum that we've got here in Alberta, and that was a great time. But I'm really excited to share this with everybody. So, where do I want to start? X-ray photographed images of the universe. So there's multiple telescopes that you can search up for yourself that are capable of taking energetic photos of the universe so that you can see everything from a perspective of connectivity. Um, you actually see for us, invisible but very real tethers in between all the dense masses in the universe. So, this is no different than our own bodies. If we consider ourselves as individual electrical units, and in between every single body, there are tethers, um, energetic or electrical, whatever you want to consider them as, but connected tethers to everyone around you. And this would be explained through things of like when you're being stared at, you just know it. You pick up vibes from people, so on and so forth. You could go on for ages, but we all understand this, but we don't quite know it yet. Um, all right, so the same way that a cell would be divided within yourself. So even though the one body turned into two bodies, they still are within the same network and they still share information with one another when necessary, without the use of language, but through electrical impulses inside your own body, your neural network, and I mean even your heart being constantly beated by this electric spark. Um, all right, so if you take a look at these images, you can start to understand the aesthetic comparison between your own neural network and the energetic photos of the universe because they look identical. Um, and they are identical. So when you start to understand that, then you can start to use the technology within yourself. And this is where you get into meditation. So when you close your eyes and everything is nothingness, it's void space. Um, those who choose not to delve deeper than that void would be under the impression that there's nothing more to find than just darkness. But the same way that everything began with nothing and began with void, you have to sit in that void for not a very long time, but longer than you'd expect to start searching within yourself. And you can use your consciousness to travel through your own neural network and access information, images, and also doorways that you never even knew you had access to within your own being. Um, just froze a little bit. There we go. Um, so for me, this is why yoga is really important because when I'm doing yoga practices, I I'm not actually stretching anymore. I'm sort of just placing myself in positions where I feel slight discomfort, and then I breathe into those places specifically with intention. And the second that you start to intentionally breathe into like locations of your body, you will feel the breath expanding exactly where you wanted it to. And this comes through patience and this comes through being in a state of vulnerability or surrender or fearless exploration within yourself. The only way to access any of these networks inside of you is to come from a place of a child. Only children can enter the kingdom of heaven, if that's what you if that's actually, anyways, not even you, but for me that's a good explanation anyways. So uh, calming down, practicing yoga, breath work, uh, it opens up these new areas of your body, but it's not just opening up your body, it's opening up the exact same places within yourself that represent the external universe. So when you open these doorways inside of yourself, you're actually able to travel within, but your consciousness isn't trapped inside your body. So all of these pathways in your neural network also access the external world. Um, because as within, so without, and as above, so below. Uh, it's not just a metaphor, because the physicality of who you are is the universe. And if you're patient and you're willing to sit with yourself and actually explore your own body and not be scared of what you're going to find, and also believe in yourself, believe that you do have something deeper inside of yourself to find, then you're going to open your own doorway, and you're going to end up experiencing and witnessing and understanding who you are on a much higher level than the identity that's been placed on you. And it's a really beautiful exploration, and I would recommend it to absolutely everybody. So I really hope that helps people sort of bridge the gap between something that would just be considered myth, because this is how to access the Akashic records. This is how to communicate with someone telepathically. This is how to enter a lucid dream state where you can enter an alternate reality that you're in control of, and you can just be in a playground. This is how you speak to your higher selves, to yeah uh, yeah, you're the key. You've got it. Just you just got to find the door, and then walk through. So good luck, everybody, and good night.